We have talked a lot on the show lately about the real estate market here in Chattanooga and all across the Tennessee Valley. It seems to be a strong time for buyers and sellers alike, and that is really good news. A little bit of better news, especially for the realtors out there, is there's an event coming up on November 19th, and it is designed just for you. It's called Truly Realtors, happening at Camp Jordan Arena, and we have an arsenal of people on the in the studio this morning to help you. So raise your hands as I call out your name. This is Ed Calais. He's putting on the event with Truly Effortless Events. Next to him, we've got William Jackson, who's with Ashford Financial Advisors. Next to me, I have Emily Berryman, Zach Taylor Real Estate. Next to her, Krista Gallion, American Pacific Mortgage, and bringing up the rear here, Kathy Roberts, Elevated Cleaning Company. Did I get it?
Yeah. Yes.
Phew, okay, now I can relax. So, Ed, this is kind of like a micro event in a way, hyper-focused for the realtors out there as kind of a network connecting time. Is that right?
Very much so. You know, one thing that when you're a person that knows everyone, realtors were always contacting me to connect them with people. And I said, well, why don't you go to a home show? They go like, it's on the weekend and we're showing homes. So I created Truly Realtor just for realtors. So that way it's a private show. The only people that are gonna be there is gonna be realtors. If you do business with a realtor, it's the place to be.
Now you, Emily, at Zach Taylor Real Estate, you are on the brokerage side of things, is that right?
I am. I'm the managing broker for Zach Taylor Real Estate Chattanooga.
So all of these people who are sitting with you today are really key to the success of getting to that closing table, right?
100% they are, yeah.
So was I right when I mentioned kind of this balance that we're seeing in the market now for the sellers and the buyers?
Yeah, so we're kind of more in the buyer's market right now. You know, houses are sitting a little bit more on the market, but you know, buyers having the right mortgage lender can absolutely get that house to the closing table very fast.
Okay, so Krista, let's talk about that a little bit, because every realtor who will be coming on the 19th wants their client to find success in getting that approval.
Yes.
Early bird gets the worm. Planning early is important.
Very important. That is a big part of my business, is putting a plan in place to get you to where you can buy.
Typically, if you're not quite ready from a financial perspective, if there's some kinks in there that you need to work out, how long does that take?
It really depends on the person and what that situation is. It could be a matter of a month, or it could be 3 to 6, depending on if they're needing to build credit or pay down debt.
Okay, so Will, I'm guessing that's where you come into play.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you got to then build that money, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
So what will you be talking to realtors about when you're at the event on the 19th?
That's a great question. You know, I think that the event as a whole is going to be one of those events where we can't quite get enough talking done.
I live that every day.
Right? Yeah. But a lot of different things. You know, one of the big things that I want to touch on is just the fact of, you know, specifically for like vendors in this is how much exposure is going to be able to be there for the vendors, and how, you know, we can connect so many people together. And then on top of that, specifically just talking to the realtors, is just some of the creative ways that we've come up with to strategize getting people to where they can buy a home faster.
Yeah, it is a challenge for people these days, and every penny counts too. I mean, it's expensive to buy a house. It's expensive in a way to sell the house. So I'm going to throw it now to you, Kathy, on the cleaning side. One of the worst parts about selling your house is that you have to live in it while you're selling it, and you have to keep it clean.
Yes.
Is that what you're helping with, folks?
Yes, and a lot of people have me to do their move-ins, move-outs. So that helps the realtors.
So does that mean that if you're the seller and you want to get out of there in a hurry, after closing, you want it to all be done for that final walkthrough, then you'll come in and you'll do the cleaning for the new owner?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
So this really is intended to be, you mentioned, an all-day kind of pop-in. You want people to register, Ed, so that you kind of know how many people to expect.
Exactly.
But it's not there's no entry fee to come.
No entry fee.
And
for
seminars
realtors.
throughout the day.
Correct. We have seminars going out throughout the day. We have every type of vendor there, from garage door companies to lawn companies to handyman. Everything that's in a realtor's portfolio is going to be there to expand it. The realtors and the vendors, if you want to register a booth, we have it going till November 7th.
So there's still time.
There's still time. November 7th is the cutoff. We have maybe about 15 booths left for the event, close to 100. www.trulyeffortlessevents.com or
Yeah.
trulyrealtor.com, and you could register.
With 100 vendors, I mean, pretty much if you own a home, there is no end, as Will was talking about, so the conversations that you can have, but no one person can handle all of the work. So are you trying to be kind of exclusive, category exclusive, or will you have multiple, lawn care people and garage door folks? And
Yeah,
that
we're
type
going to
of
have
thing?
multiple vendors of each one, because one thing, and I'm sure Emily will vouch for this, a realtor needs something, they need it right now. So if they go to a person and said, okay, I need this, and they can't do it, they're going to their number 2, or their number 3. To be on that list for a realtor is a big deal. It can make or break a company. A lot of people don't realize how much business that realtors bring to this market, not just in the homes that they sell, but the services that they provide for everybody to make this house beautiful.
I don't know if you could pick up on it, but when you said that, both Kathy and Krista nodded their head and said yes. So it's really true for your business, is that right?
Yes, it's a big part of my business.
I would think too that this is beneficial because you can network through social media, but there's nothing like a face-to-face.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes.
And this is going to be basically building our toolbox as a realtor with all of these vendors to help us from point A to point B all the way to closing.
If you are an experienced realtor or in the industry as y'all are, obviously, it makes sense to come. If you're new and starting out, is this a great way to build your Rolodex?
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's a very great way
Yeah.
to
Absolutely.
network.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the place to be. If he's promising you that it costs you nothing, just a few minutes of your time to go online and register, trulyeffortlessevents.com, also trulyrealtor.com, that will work as well. And then Camp Jordan is the place to be, runs the whole day. If all you have is 30 minutes, they'll take you. And if you want to stay for 5 hours and 30 minutes, they'll let you stay, no questions asked. Is it a realtor only or an industry only event? Or if you are just an average person watching and you want to learn more about the housing industry, can
It's
you
a
come?
realtor only
Okay.
and industry only.
That's very fair.
Yep.
Exclusivity is sometimes a good thing.
Yes, it is.
Thank you all for your time.
Thank you.
The holidays are here, and it's time for the Holiday Tour of Homes, Saturday, December 14th. Walk through stunning Black Creek homes and take in the holiday lights and decorations. Tickets available now, and all proceeds benefit Cadis. Black Creek Holiday Tour of Homes, Saturday, December 14th. Buy your tickets